over. In my personal opinion, I've had people tell me that I come across as unapproachable just simply by the way that I look.
Hold on. Who are you basing this off of? What the women think or what the men say?
What men say.
Then if you base it off what the men say, you would be in agreement. The men say exactly what I just said. No, ma'am. The men are unequivocal. The men are saying, this is what you're doing. And what you're basically trying to say is, well, it's a misunderstanding.
I agree, yes.
No, it's not a misunderstanding. Please explain how it's a misunderstanding when you say, I'm going to whoop your ass as a woman to a man. What's the misunderstanding?
I feel like, not necessarily verbally saying that, but I feel like a lot of men just feel that if a woman looks a certain way, or I've had men smile beautiful, and I feel offended when a man tells me to smile, because like sometimes I might be in pain or something. Hold on,
man. Okay. I'll have the conversation with you, but you're going to answer when a woman says something. You've heard a woman say something like that. I'm going to whoop your ass.
Yes.
Okay, what does it mean when she says that? She's not really saying, she doesn't mean that?
She means it probably.
Okay, then what's the misunderstanding?
At that point, there is no misunderstanding. I'm just defending my own perspective when I've been told that I'm unapproachable because I come off that way, when sometimes it's just me just having a stale face. And I think that maybe sometimes it's not that women
you going to make this whole conversation about you?
Yes.
We can't do that because you can justify everything you do.
I can.
Yeah, but guess what? It ain't about just you. But let's take the point you made, since though that's how y'all want to do, make it all about you. If somebody told you to smile, and you said you were what, offended?
Yeah.
Why? Why?
Because it's like, why is it such a demand for women to, well, especially for Black women, to just always look a certain way? Like, why can't we just naturally be whatever we feel?
You got so I want to get this clear. Someone just says, "Hey, smile," and it's offensive to you?
I mean, for the most part, it just comes across as like demanding. And I'm not saying
demanding.
That I feel, yes.
Huh.
Like, what if I don't feel like smiling? What if I'm in deep thought? What if I'm listening to something that's
This is
where
we're at. This is where we're at. We have civilized the world and done such a good job in first world countries to where women, in this case Black women, are offended just to be asked to smile. It's offensive.
It doesn't come off as a question of asking or requesting. It's almost a demand. Smile, beautiful. It's like, can I just relax?
Can you relax? And what's your relaxed face look like? Resting bitch face?
Not necessarily, but sometimes it's just relaxed.
Well, how about this? How about if no one said a damn thing to you? What if every man just left you the fuck alone? Excuse my French. What if every man just left you alone? What if no Black man said anything to you? Just ignored you? Would that be better?
No, I'd be really sad, honestly.
Oh, so you want us to engage you the way you want to be engaged, but you don't want to engage us the way we like to be engaged. Makes a whole lot of sense.
So men want you to. Did he slap me?
Yes, I slapped you. You want another one? Because only Black women are the only group of women I've ever heard that get offended when someone says smile. You know, I heard a Black woman who's a femininity influencer who was talking to Black women who said they want to be more feminine, who said they want to get husbands. And this Black woman on her Facebook page just went and asked her Black clients, her Black followers, hey, just smile at every Black man you see today. And they tore that woman apart for months. Think about how low of a bar you're talking about. That man didn't ask you to go have sex with him, do any sexual favor, give him some money. He just said smile, and you find it offensive? Huh. Wow.
Kevin, I smile when I feel like smiling. I smile when I feel like
that's why I said then men should just leave you alone. Then men should.
Well, I have a man. And I smile at him regularly.
But that's not the point. We're not talking about your man. I said if black men were just to avoid you and leave you alone because they can't predict whether or not what they're going to ask you, which is not an offensive thing. Asking you to smile is nothing to be offended by. So what you're telling black men is because you're going to ask me something that's inoffensive, but I can take offense. Black women, I got to let you know, you guys are the masters at being offended by the inoffensive. So black men, leave women like her alone. When you see her, don't say shit to her. Let her and her man rock out. The rest of y'all, leave her alone. Don't say nothing to her. Don't say hi. Don't say bye. Just let her be.
My man
Because you don't want to offend her. You don't want to offend her. You don't want to offend her. You don't want to get in her space. Let her be. There she is. Does that work for you?
I mean, you're not wrong, Kevin. If you was wrong, I would tell you that you're wrong. You're not always wrong. You're wrong about something, but you're not wrong about that. And maybe, I guess, if black women did smile more, we wouldn't come across as unapproachable. But like I was saying, there are women who just are relaxing and they're not in the mood to smile. They're not in the mood to, engage in, random men's eye contact and be, it just doesn't feel necessary to just randomly smile at every man that you see. Doesn't it come off as promiscuous?
This is reflective of the utter lack of respect that many black women have for the overall black male image. Again, I don't hear any other race of women being offended at the notion of being smiling or being friendly to their men.
Granted, but I never hear black men tell white women that.
Because they don't have to. Because they smile.
Suggest why?
They don't have to. They don't have to tell other races women because they're naturally, they smile. You can't make this shit up, man. I'm struggling to stay on the path because this makes sense to you.
Yes.
So avoid women like this. And if black women don't want anybody to tell you to smile, and you don't want to have to engage somebody in a cordial, friendly, polite way, then by all means, you shouldn't have to. And no one should have to be subjected to possibly offending you. So it would be better for them to err on the side of just don't deal with you. Again, we're talking about somebody just saying, hey, smile. Not, hey, do a sexual act or give me some money. Smile. And then you turn around and say, well, I don't hear them saying it to other races of women. Learn something. Those other races.
What am I learning from that, though?
How to get a husband and keep one.
So if I'm just like, okay, and so just hear me out. If I'm just having a normal walk through the park and I'm minding my own business, a man's, having a normal walk in the park as well, and he randomly says to me, smile, I should just smile at him?
Well, ma'am, apparently it's happened enough in your life to where this is becoming an issue. Because it can't be just a one-off. Oh, no, hold on. It can't just be a one-off situation. It's enough to where you actually decided to call into a broadcast and make it an issue. So the fact of the matter is you walk around with a resting bitch face. If people continue to do this to you, then maybe you need to take under consideration, just maybe the way I'm approaching men, my image I'm carrying in the world to black men is this way.
Angry?
So what you're saying is black men who aren't related to you or you don't have any investment in you can make no demands of you.
I just feel like a man that I don't know, a man that I've never seen before.
So black women like that. So what you need to understand. So a man who does not know you, if he sees you getting fucked up, needs to keep on walking. See, this is why y'all want this group protection. No. Listen very well. This is when y'all talk about you want this group protection. You want a black man to step in. You okay, sis? And this all that kind of stuff. A black man can't even ask you to smile at him for risk of offending you. So, conversely, if there's something happening to you, you need to call your man. And the men you deem necessary enough to do something for. Because just us regular black men who have no investment in, or you have no investment in, we can make no demands of it. See, that's the beautiful thing about other races of people. Other races of women of other races, men who they're not fucking can make demands of them. And the men that they're fucking can make demands of them. In the black community, the only people who can ask you something is men who's doing something for you. Other than that, we can't ask you for nothing. That's why I say we can't ask you for nothing. We don't owe you nothing.
So let me get this straight. Like, I'm just a little confused. Why would I want to give something? I mean, and I know it's very small, it's simple. It's just smile, right? But to me, it comes off as like entertainment. Like, I'm just out here being friendly faced with everybody. Like, I'm not saying that I shouldn't be polite. I'm not disrespectful. And I know that just being my normal everyday face is, I guess, unapproachable. And that's fine. But you're saying to me that
no, stop right here.
I should
stop
be
right
for
here.
the streets,
Stop right here. Ma'am, the only common denominator in all these situations is who? Go. This is why I say y'all need therapy. Because this honestly sounds crazy. We're talking about.
It doesn't sound crazy.
No, it doesn't sound crazy to you because you're the crazy one.
I volunteered for this.
We're talking about a simple smile. But the level of irrational. See, this goes deep for black women. When that black woman asked her femininity group to smile at black women, she was surprised at how vicious they treated her. And I'm going to let this play and let people come back and hear. We're talking about just a simple smile, people. Smile. But you act like a smile is busting it wide open. Oh my freaking God. Black men, do you realize this is a black woman who tells you you're not even worth a smile? Unless she feels.
I mean, not every last one of them. And yes, if I feel like
okay, ma'am, and I take that. So if you are getting abused, jacked up, whatever, what does the random black man owe you?
Stop slapping me.
Who the fuck you think you're talking to? Your man sound like he need to slap you.
Why are you promoting violence? No.
Why? What do you think this is? I mean, see, when I ask you is what does a random black man owe you if you need something from him? You driving down your tire's flat. You don't know how to change it. Black man driving down the street. Does he owe you to stop over? You ain't his woman. What does he owe you?
Nothing.
Right. And if understand something, if men are looking at our women, and see, the thing is, what you're saying is not uncommon. So, honestly, black men look at women who talk like you and feel zero allegiance to you. Feel like they owe you nothing because you want black men to protect and provide and everything else, and you are talking about a freaking smile.
So your suggestion is that I smile more to random people in order to create sort of allegiance?
My suggestion is psychotherapy, because this is crazy.
Psychotherapy,
man. You said it. You don't see black men asking other groups of women. Do you hear any other race of women talking about this?
It just doesn't happen to them as much as it happens to us.
Because they effing smile.
What if they're not? Like, where's the
research?
All right. Get off the phone.